really does.
He's the same when they get together. You should know that.
I want to hit him when he goes on like that.
Stop fussing yourself so. It's not worth it.
Showing off like that, it's so embarrassing.
Well, you know what they're like when they've had a few drinks.
Why does he have to drink so much? That's what I'd like to know.
They're all the same.
What's he trying to prove?
Oh, Jenny, forget it. That's the best thing.
So humiliating. He doesn't think about me, how I feel. Hello, Audrey. Having a good time?
Great, thanks. And you?
Got a ladder in your stocking.
Oh, damn. They were brand new, too.
That's the worst of these cheap stockings. They don't last, do they?
Mind you don't fall off those heels. I threw mine away last year when they went out of fashion. Jenny, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. Audrey trying to be funny, that's all.
Oh, she would. She's clever. She and Norman just about suit each other. They're enough to bore the pants off a camel. I mean, who cares if he is the champion of this silly little club anyway? It's not as though it's Wimbledon after all.
According to her, Elizabeth Taylor is an also-ran.
Common. That's what she is, just plain common. I can't think why they let her join the club. It's not as though she plays tennis after all.
They don't care as long as she pays a subscription.
You think they'd be more particular? And how about Felicity entering the fancy dresses, My Fair Lady? My Fair Lady, did you see her? Moll Flanders would be more like it. And who does she think she's fooling?
I know she's only trying to impress Derek.
Some hope she's got. He's much too fly. He just takes the bait and leaves the hook.
It's very attractive. Wonder why he doesn't get married.
Too attractive, that's his trouble. I'd hate to be married to him. You could never trust him for a moment. He'd be off chasing every young dolly in sight.
Must be almost 30.
Yes, he'll never get married now. How about you? Have you set the date yet? Jenny? Have you set the date yet?
Oh, no.
Well, why not? You've been engaged for simply ages.
Not so long. Only since Easter.
Well, long enough. What are you waiting for? If it had been me, I'd have had him up to the altar long ago, I can tell you.
If only I could be sure.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
You must have meant something.
If only I could be sure I was doing the right thing, that's all.
You like him, don't you?
Yes, he's very nice. Except when he's drunk.
Then what's stopping you?
I'm not sure I'm in love with him.
Oh, really, Jenny, you're impossible. He's got a good, steady job. What more do you want? You'll lose him if you're not careful.
I know. Well,
What?
we're getting married. It's so final somehow. Anyway, he hasn't any money.
You won't find a millionaire around here if that's what you want. You grab him quick, and the sooner the better. Otherwise some other bitch will snatch him. Security. That's what you need. Security.
You sound just like my mother.
Oh, she's right. You're not getting any younger, you know.
Don't remind me. Isn't it terrible? I'll be 21 next year.
Look at Sheila. She's already got 2 children.
Life's awful, isn't it? I feel so old.
Well, you don't want to end up an old spinster like Joan Davis, do you? You know how old she is? She's 25.
I suppose you're right. But there's so much I haven't done.
Done? What do you want to do? Hitchhike around the world?
No, of course not. Well, yes. Perhaps. That's what I mean. If I felt like it.
I give up. I really do.
Alone here all day long. What would I do?
You'd have children, wouldn't you?
I suppose so. Anyway, we haven't anywhere to live yet.
Oh, you expect far too much. That's your trouble. Don't be silly. You marry him quick. You're wasting time. You don't want to be left on the shelf, do you?
Who else is there anyway? You know what I'm really frightened of? I'm afraid one man won't be able to satisfy me.
So hot in there. Really crazy, isn't it? Oh, my feet are killing me. Lord, I look a mess.
It's really pulling for you.
I wish I'd get away. I'm so tired.
It's early yet. It's only 12:30.
Oh, no, it can't be. I got a session with David in the morning. He'll kill me if I don't look all right.
I thought you liked it here.
I do. I haven't had any sleep for days. Really, I could stay at home one night.
Why did you come then?
Well, I was invited, wasn't I?
Well, you could have said no.
How could I? I mean, it wouldn't have been polite, would it? Mandy, can't we get away?
You know I can't leave Max.
Men are awful, aren't they? Why do they always expect you to go to bed with them?
I really must tell you about my abortion. It was all rather gorgeous, really.
It's always the same.
There was this dear little Dr. Peter found. He was terribly sweet.
Didn't they ever think of anything else?
He sent me to this nursing home. Somewhere up in Hampstead it was. You should have seen it. Full of old dears staggering around half dead. Positively decrepit.
Ridiculous, I liked them.
It was really quite frightening, I don't mind telling you. I thought my day had come.
But I don't even like most of them.
Anyway, they put me in this room all by myself. Wasn't bad, really. Television and everything. But no phone. That was the drag. I couldn't phone anyone.
I mean, you can't be expected to like every man you go out with, can you?
Next thing, this nurse came in and gave me an injection. She was a real old crab.
Why me? What's it about me that makes them think of only one thing?
And then it started. Darling, I can't tell you, it was absolutely fascinating. I was all alone in this house. One of those enormous dark places, like in a horror film.
Sex. I hate it.
Then suddenly I heard these footsteps following me. It was real creepy. And I was running along this corridor. Never seemed to end.
I mean, there are other things.
I came to this door. I opened it, and I found myself in this tiny room. And I couldn't get out again. I couldn't find the door. It was terrible. And these eyes staring at me wherever I turned. Straight at me, right through me.
Why can't they just dance and leave it at that?
And when I looked down, I was naked. Naked, I nearly died. And those eyes staring at me without blinking.
Sex is such a bore, anyway.
And suddenly these arms grabbed me, and I felt myself being swept out of there. And when I looked up, there was this real dreamy man, about 8 feet tall, with eyes like Alain Delon and a figure like George Peppard. Absolutely fab.
God, look at the bags under my eyes.
He had a simply marvellous car. We just flew along. Heaven knows where he was taking me, but I didn't care.
I simply must get some sleep.
We seemed to stop in the middle of a great lake, all shimmering.
Oh, hell, I look awful. What am I going to do?
And then he wrapped his arms around me and kissed me, harder and harder. It was fantastic. I was floating on air.
What will David say?
And then I woke up, and I was in bed alone. It was awful.
I'm sure I'm getting a double chin. Do you think I'm getting a double chin, Mandy?
If only I could find him again. I wonder who he was.
All these lines. I look about 50.
Oh, Eve, you haven't been listening.
What did you say?
Oh, Eve, you're impossible. You haven't heard a word I've said. I've been telling you about my abortion. It was all rather delicious, really. Oh, never mind.
Oh, Mandy, help me, please. I'm so bloody tired.
Simply tell him you've got to get up early.
Supposing he doesn't believe me.
Darling, why should you care if you want to go home? But it's time you learnt to enjoy yourself while you've still got the chance, instead of always thinking about work.
I can't help it. It's not my fault. It's my agent. I have to do what she tells me, don't I?
If you're not damn careful, you'll forget what life's all about. With a face full of lines and bags and God knows what, it'll be too late for anything. I know, isn't it too awful?
Evening, madam. Evening.
Good evening. Oh, this is fun. I haven't enjoyed myself so much for ages. John and I hardly ever get up to town these days, what with the children. It's rather a bore. Are you enjoying yourself?
Having a ball.
Harry's nice, isn't he?
I've known worse.
What do you mean by that?
If he paws me any more, I'll scream.
Harry?
I feel like taking a bath already.
Oh, come on, you're exaggerating. It can't be as bad as that.
You haven't had him breathing down your neck all evening. A born lech, darling, take it from me. I can smell him a mile off.
You must be making a mistake. Harry's not like that.
No? This town is full of his sort. They buy you dinner and they think they bought you for the night.
Not Harry. I'm sure you're wrong about him.
Listen, darling. I didn't get these for belonging to the Women's Institute.
Harry's a sweetie. Don't forget he invited us.
He only wants to take some photographs of me now, if you please.
Well, that's very flattering.
Oh, come off it, darling. It's just an excuse to get you undressed, that's all.
Oh, Phil, how can you say that?
Darling, you really ought to emerge from that country chrysalis of yours more often. It's the latest rave, haven't you heard? Everybody's buying cameras. Suddenly they're all creative geniuses. They all want their own private Playboy collection to boast about. It's the age of the amateur, darling. And God save me from amateurs.
I'm told he's very good.
Oh, do me a favor, darling. The only creative thing about him dried up years ago. I'm good at figures, but that doesn't make me an accountant.
Well, you might at least give him a chance.
My God, you really are living over the rainbow, aren't you? Oh, it's always the same with these middle-aged Romeos. Wouldn't be so bad if they could only perform. They exhaust themselves just talking about it. When it comes to the point, they're too tired to raise a finger.
And now you're being unkind, Phil.
I'm being honest.
Excuse me, is another way out?
I'm afraid not, dear.
Thank you.
It's time you got married again, Phil. You need someone.
Oh, that's a love.
Don't you ever think about the future?
There's no future in marriage, darling. Remember, I've tried it twice, and I know.
You were unlucky, that's all.
Unlucky? No, they were both great fun as long as they lasted. No, my biggest mistake was in getting married. Marriage is the killer. A cage. Like a prison you always long to break out of. You can only be happy if you're free.
Not if you're really in love.
Oh, don't give me that, darling. I know better. No love lasts forever. It's a myth, a dream in a young girl's eye. Sooner or later, the fire burns itself out. And what's left but the ashes?
There are other compensations.
A home, a family. I've heard it all, darling, and you can keep it.
Well, there's no future in road diggers and stuntmen.
And there's no future in clapped-out old clowns, either.
Harry's a very rich man. You could have anything you wanted.
I know these rich men, darling. They're as mean as hell. Everything's wonderful till they get that little gold band on your finger. And then crash. The shutters come down and the bank closes. And where are you? On the outside, knocking on the door.
But Harry wouldn't do that. He's much too generous.
You're not married to him. No, I haven't any time to waste on the likes of Harry Pascoe. He can buy himself any kooky little model girl he likes and she'll be flattered to death. But not me, thank you very much. Give me a man. Oh, let's face it. They're all bastards, but some of them are more desirable bastards than others.
And in 10 years' time? When you've lost your looks and pawned your rings? What then?
I'll drop you a postcard and let you know. If I can afford the stamp.
I don't understand you, Phil. I can't pretend I do. It's difficult to believe that we went to the same school.
What was it Shakespeare said?
This, above all, to thine own self be true. I wonder how many women can honestly say that.
That's not fair. We all have to make compromises.
Oh, God. Where have all the men gone? The real men. It's enough to make any red-blooded woman become a missionary to darkest Africa.
I never know whether to take you seriously or not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. I really shouldn't shock you so. You know, I envy you. A simple, uncomplicated life. Oh, well. It's too late now.
We'd better be getting back. They'll be wondering what's become of us.
Here we go again. Forward into battle.
And Phil, be nice to him, please. Remember, we depend upon him. He's promised to back John.
That's me, a bloody masochist. 10 bloody bob. That's what he gave me. 10 lousy bob. And I had to ask him for that.
Hello, love. Hi.
How's it going, then?
All right. What about you?
Oh, can't complain. They keep coming.
Beats me where some of them get the money.
Well, don't you worry your head about that, love. You just take it.
How's the baby?
Great. She just started nursery school.
Oh, she must be getting quite big.
Before soon.
Pity you can't keep her with you.
She's better with Mama.
Yeah, I suppose it's the only way. Of course, if I had a baby, I wouldn't want to part with her.
I'm taking her to Bournemouth for a week in August.
Oh, that'll be nice. She'll like that, I wouldn't wonder.
Yeah. A whole week with her. I can't wait.
You fixed on a day yet? Oh, we want to go down to Spain. If only I can make enough.
But don't let him push you too hard. He'll drive you to death if you give him half a chance.
Oh, he's all right, really. He's had a tough time.
And who hasn't?
Oh, if only they'd give him a chance. I know we could make it. He's up for a part in a television play next week.
I'll give you 100 to 1 he doesn't get it.
What do you mean?
I've heard it all, kiddo. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
Oh, it's always the same. It's not fair. Well, it's not his fault if they don't give him the part. He tries.
I'm sure he does. Meanwhile, he lives very nicely off you, thank you. It's no skin off his nose.
Oh, it's just till he gets a break. Then I'll give it up.
Sure. You're only kidding yourself, love, if you expect him to marry you.
But I love him. And he loves me. I know he does.
That's why he lets you do this.
Oh, you're prejudiced, Gloria. Just because yours ran off and left you with a kid.
Sure, I'm prejudiced. I've no illusions. I sell them what they want, and as long as they pay for it, they can have it. And the best of British luck to them.
But it's different for you. You're not in love.
Yes, it's different for me. But don't you fool yourself. It's a short life. Get as much as you can, as quick as you can, and then get out.
I'm going to. We're going to buy a house. Richmond, somewhere like that. It's nice out there by the river.
Take my advice. Make sure it's in your name.
Oh, I'd better get back.
Oh, there's nothing out there that can't wait. Finish your fare.
You get some real kinky ones, don't you? It beats me what some of them go for.
Yeah, real kinky. It's a kinky world. Watch it though, love. You never know what's going to come up next. All right. Keep your zip on. After a while, you begin to wonder what's normal. But you know one thing. You're not the odd one out.
You know, I had one just sat and combed my hair. Just sat and combed my hair, that's all. And all the time he was crying about his wife. About how he married her during the war and how beautiful she was then. And when he came home afterwards, she wouldn't let him touch her. All those years of frustration for that one night. No wonder the poor bloke was nearly out of his mind. Makes you think who's right and who's wrong. Sad, really. But what am I? I'm not a bloody psychiatrist.
As good as. If you ask me, we're far better bloody psychiatrists than all those fake head shrinkers. We should put up our plates in Harley Street and double our fees. Don't kill yourself, love.
No man's worth it.
Hello, love. Looking for a girl?